nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper.
I wanted to speak a little bit about the flood that happened in Texas, in Kirk County. At this point, it was a like once in a lifetime or once in a generation flood. It was of biblical proportion. It caused a catastrophe. It was a flash flood. There was someone who said that flash floods happened there. People ignored it. This had nothing to do with the cuts and things that have been going on since Elon Musk and Trump won the White House. At this point, I don't know who's president or who's in charge, but there is 173 people who are unaccounted for. And the death toll is climbing. It's 120 people, and that includes almost 50 children. And there was a flood out there in the all girls summer camp. So there were little girls, children out there at the summer camp. Now, Greg Abbott has been saying, don't politicize this. Let's mourn the death of these children and these people here. Don't turn it political, because people are saying, this is what you voted for. Personally, I will take it a step further, because there have been claims of Black people who have been laughing at the situation. And me personally, I'm not laughing at the situation. I just don't give a fuck about the situation. And I'll go into that more a little bit later. But there is a video of residents and the commissioner in 2021 that it was rejecting Biden's money. He wanted to give like $10 million for infrastructure upgrades, which they could have used that money to strengthen their emergency system. They could have put that money into that. I believe there was an article that stated that the money was used for police officers, law and order party, whatever. But instead of using it for what it was meant for, and a lot of that is coming up. So there have been people saying, the parents of those children are to blame, because they were rejecting Biden's money. They were rejecting that. When you have these flash floods, you could have used this. This is what it was for, to help in some way keep the residents safe, but it was rejected to be used as it was supposed to be used. So a lot of people are talking about that, and there are so many people who are still not missing, that they cannot find these people anywhere, and they don't know if they'll ever find them. They don't know. They are continuing to look, but there was a video that said that it's dangerous and they might have to stop searching, because it's getting bad again. So this is what's happening currently. And I know that I said that I don't give a fuck. The reason why I said that is because I'm just at that point right now. I have no empathy or sympathy for this nation. I have no empathy or sympathy for the collective of these people who voted in this psychopath. I do not have any empathy or sympathy for people who rejected money that could have helped them. And they put their own pride and their own, I don't know, psychosis, whatever is wrong with these people, above the safety of themselves and their children and their neighbors. It's just been trying to me, and it's something that I've accepted, the fact that I don't care. And the reason why I don't care is because the things that they said, these people were talking about alligator Alcatraz, and I'm not going to get into the middle of that fight, but to say something like that and to say that the alligators would have meals was triggering to me, because this nation used to feed Black babies as alligator bait. So that's why I was triggered. Not too long ago, they were laughing at and didn't give two F's about children being taken out in the Gaza Strip. They didn't care about the kids. It was, oh well. Not very long ago, there were pictures of colorless children. These were not the adults. The children did this. They created memes of Trayvon Martin when his life was taken from him unjustly. They were laid on the floor. They had a can of iced tea and some Skittles near them, and they thought that was hilarious. So since I have seen so many of these disgusting things, that's why I have not 1 ounce of sympathy to give.
That's even the point. They film themselves, and it's almost like they're saying, look what you did to me. Look how sad I am. You did this. You should feel bad. It's like, we don't feel bad. I don't feel bad at all. I don't feel bad. Fuck you.
And for the parents who are hurting, I hope that you are in pain, in deep pain, because this is your fault. You voted for this. I hope you suffer for a very long time. And these chickens are coming home to roost, as I said years ago. You thought you were getting away with it. You thought it was funny. You love to laugh at the pain, suffering, and death of other people. But when it comes to you, you want to cry, you want help, you want people to be civil to you. You can have the middle finger from me. This is your fault. You're going to have to sit with this, and you're going to have to deal with this. And nobody owes you anything, your children anything, your missing children anything, or your missing loved ones anything. Because you have no one to blame but yourself. You did it to yourself. But I'll go ahead and leave it right here. Let me know what you think about this flood. This is such a Christian nation that why don't you think that maybe God or Jesus is trying to tell you something? Because isn't this an act of God? Maybe this is your wake-up call to not do what you're doing, or else those consequences are going to cost you dearly, more than you ever thought, and in ways you never thought about. But I'll go ahead and leave it right here. Let me know what you think, and I will see you in the next one.